Check out the Patreon, everybody. Another fire episode. Really, if you're a fan of this podcast, you need the Patreon. It's an extension. It's a deeper dive from the main pod. It's, I think it's a mandatory accessory.
100%. And it was amazing today. Miranda was on it. Mads was on it.
Leo got drunk.
Noah.
Yeah.
And I'm hammered right now.
Yeah, Leo's hammered.
You're going to want to see this episode.
Yeah, he almost got pepper sprayed a couple of times.
I did. I went hard.
Listen, Danny, I have a bone to pick with you. If you invite me to breakfast one more time on a Sunday and I show up and it's a riot with a boatload of Mexicans, by the way, screw ice, I'm going to knock you out. You understand?
Are you?
Yeah.
Leo, I know that if I tell you the truth, you're not going to get out of your den that you call a home with the kitty litter and the tissues and the Zyn cans emptied all over the floor. Yep. I'm not going to be able to get you to leave that place. The only way I can get you out of there is with promises of coffee, pizza, and under 22-year-old.
Yeah.
If I don't meet one of those criteria, you're not moving. So I got to lie to you.
You lied to me.
And, think of the incoming police rubber bullets. Think of those as like, delicious olives or something that your people would enjoy.
I have a bruise.
And think of, do you?
Yeah, I got a bruise, buddy. Right there, dude.
Think of that bruise. It's a big circular bruise. Think of it as like a pizza pie. So you did get pizza in a way. You got pizza.
You know how excited I was for a breakfast burrito and that young tail you said was behind the counter?
Yeah.
I was real excited. But instead...
When I said, quote, it was like the hangout for UCLA Alpha Phi sorority. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I was like, downtown LA, really? This is interesting.
Did I call it their unofficial headquarters?
Yeah, you did. You did. Either way, at least I didn't.
Dishonest.
I didn't get you a little dishonest, Danny. I didn't get the brunt of the rubber bullets though. Our boy Tahita, the inner thigh bruise, Danny. I will compare that to getting hit with about a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. That's the same bruise it'll leave.
Yeah,
damn, that's kind of crazy.
We're making a clip right now. The guy who shoots Tahita. First of all, it looks like Leo and I are dead in front of him, or we've been severely wounded. And then you see the officer turn to aim at Tahita.
Oh God!
You see the rubber bullets flight all the way toward him, and then you see it impact and him drop the camera.
Wow.
Not to the ground, but drop filming.
Yeah.
Were they just hitting everyone at that point?
They were hitting everybody.
Except for me. I was invincible until the very end of the protest.
There was something, Danny was like the Book of Eli, Denzel Washington, where he's blind and he just walks around and doesn't get shot by anything. That was Danny Mullen.
So at one point, first of all, there is a retreat clip I have where Leo had lost his phone and had gone back to look for it. Right when you left, the police rushed the barricade line. They just advanced, infantry up front, firing off less lethals, and then horses behind them. I stood up and just filmed and just slowly backpedaled. And you just see guys fucking opening fire all around me. One protester gets hit in the head, goes down, and is dazed, feeling their way around. The horses ride up, trample this guy. The guy stands up, they baton him more, and then another horse runs into him, and he's completely unconscious, just falls to the ground and hits his head on the cement. I have that.
Did he come back too?
No, not that I saw. There was a guy trying to revive him.
That guy's going to he's going to be on disability for the next 35 years because of that.
He's never going to have to work again.
He's never going to have to work again.
He's going to sue the LAPD and he's going to be good.
Really? And it didn't do much. I don't think much permanent damage. Probably a little concussion.
A couple concussions. Maybe several concussions.
You think
one
so?
From the rubber bullet, one from the concrete impact, maybe one from the batons. It might be it might be a hat trick concussion day for that guy.
Dude, I hope he knows what kind of coin he's got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In his future.
For people who don't know, the reason the city of LA is broke is because all these LAPD payouts. Everybody just sues the LAPD for kind of doing their job. I mean, hey, we knew the risks. Leo didn't. He thought he was going to get some paninis. But I knew the risks of being out there. And if you were going to stand at the barricades and face down the LAPD, you got to know you might get really hurt. Isn't it crazy that, Leo, there was no, anybody could just be pushing a baby stroller or drive down the wrong street. I drove down the wrong street last night and there was a street takeover and there were cops everywhere and there were ICE going to battle with protesters.
Honestly, I'm a little upset they didn't stomp out the Tesla. I know you would. It would have hurt you. You would have been you would have been very upset.
You know how much I care about that car.
Yeah, but it would have been really funny to see just a few Latinos and no doubt a couple black kids just demolish your Tesla.
My vehicle that I worked hard for, Leo? that I make the payments on every month? And then is there ever any grime or trash in my Tesla? No.
No, there's no food allowed in it. No drinks allowed but water. And yeah, I mean, it would be just funny to see somebody douse it in gasoline and then just throw a lighter.
You are a sick Italian bastard. Listen, I know where your parents live.
Oh, hey. You're going to go, that would be your retaliation?
I'm going to go leave a message. I'm going to go take those 2 hunting hounds they got in the backyard, or is it just 1?
I'm not going to let you know how many hunting hounds they have in the backyard.
Well, it's going to be 0 when I'm done, because I'm going to cut their or its head off, and I'm going to nail it to your dad's front door.
Godfather? What, do you put it in my father's bed? Like the Godfather head? Like the goddamn horse head?
I want to put this in my cheek right now, but I might throw up. I'm going to send him a message, okay?
Oh, my God.
I don't even remember the plot.
An offer they can't refuse?
Yeah.
You're going to make them an offer they can't refuse.
They're going to put my boy in the pictures. That's to put a guy in the pictures, right?
Yeah, it was, dude.
Yeah, but for me, it's going to be it's not going to be to get anybody in the pictures. It's going to be because you slandered my vehicle that I love.
Well, you better watch out. You live in the hotbed of where they're busting up cars, buddy.
Well,
so your Tesla...
my Tesla's in a bunker. Not right now. It's in Hollywood, fortunately, but usually it's in a bunker.
In a bunker.
And no Mexicans are allowed in my building. You know that.
Really? Is that?
You know that?
Is that a rule? At your front desk?
There's other...
There's a no Mexicans allowed in your building rule.
I have never seen a single Mexican resident in my building. Wow. It's Asian, some black, and then white. There's no Mexicans. I've never seen any Mexicans.
Not even the cleaners?
They're I said the help. The staff,
they could be El Salvadorian or Venezuelan.
They could be, yeah. But I mean, you're Mexican to me. Anybody with darker skin than myself is Mexican to me,
and
unless they're black.
Of course, you guys will see in the video, but Danny does turn the Mexicans against me by calling me a fake Mexican.
Well, no. Was this my idea?
Yes, it will. You willed it into existence, didn't you? You willed it into existence.
A guy came up to Leo when we were getting some heat at the first protest. We went to one. It wasn't a protest. It was a riot. We went to 2 riots this weekend. I showed up looking like Jim Carrey out of Ace Ventura this one. So like just Hawaiian shirt open so you could see my chest. And some of the Latinos, most of them were dapping us up. A ton of fans out there at the ICE protest.
Yeah.
So that's why we got to kind of be like, all right, the people have spoken. We're taking it into consideration. Maybe ICE a little bit for the sake of our fans.
Yeah, for the sake of our fans, we are against ICE.
But one of the guys comes up and he's like, hey, Danny Mullins, dog, I with you, man. Like, I love what you do for the community. But Leo the Tavio, you're a piece of shit and you degrade our community, dog.
And I was like, what bro? I was like, dude, I do an impression of a Cuban. It's not even a Mexican. Manny is Cuban. All right, I don't see any Cubans coming after me.
The guy, his point of contention, Leandro, seemed to be that you pass yourself off as a fluent Spanish speaker, and when in his opinion, you're not.
Well, he couldn't even speak Spanish. All he could say was that I was worth vale verga. That's all he was
I happen
saying.
to agree with the fellow.
Oh, yeah, that I'm worth... Huh? God.
Maybe that's a compliment. That's a compliment, dude.
That is a compliment of sorts. Yeah, it's a really good... I wish there's nothing like that in the English language. Like, that's a good, way. That's a good... Yeah, you're worth... Nobody said... It's like a saying in Spanish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you guys get hit with tear gas, too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Danny got smoked.
I got it.
What is that like?
Well, it's really not as bad as you think. This is Noah, by the way, fan of the channel. He was at our San Diego show, and he brought me a sleep mask, which is f***ing awesome and a great gift to bring me.
Earned you a spot on the pod. If you bring his presence on the road, yes, you can be on the podcast. That's how it works.
Especially a thoughtful gift like a sleep mask.
Yeah.
Where it's like, Noah's listens and he knows I'm a little baby about my sleep.
Yeah, I just need numbers of maybe your sisters or your best friends that happen to be hot girls.
What about a picture of their female cousins?
I'll give you my sister's number.
Oh. Thanks, buddy. That sounds good, Noah.
She's a lesbian, though.
I love
a masculine one.
Lesbian? Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to get by a masculine lesbian.
I don't believe lesbianism exists. I just see it as a challenge to my fornication. It's just a little bit of last minute resistance. LMR. That's all it is, dude. It's not a sexuality. It's just girls that I got to... most lesbians want to fuck me. I've concluded that through my years of anecdotal observations.
I mean, I guess you look like the best lesbian ever in a certain way, a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying, that's not a dig either.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But then also I'm also a man though at the end of the day.
Right.
And I'm a little bit more established in my life than the chick. Because, most lesbians are dating a girl who works at a tattoo shop. Maybe she sweeps up at Olive Garden. Not
got
me.
A hell of a box, no doubt.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Some of them.
Maybe.
I think.
Who knows?
I think some lesbians are finding some good boxes out there.
Well, they don't actually want box, Leo. They want.
Yeah, you're right. That's the
they
point.
They want things to work out with their father, and that's where I step in. I am a proxy for their father. You know, I'm like, I'm a proxy to fatherhood, and that's why young gay men tend to idolize me and want to have sex with me, and also lesbians.
You know what? You have a lot of confidence right now. Why don't we call Noah's sister and you just aggressively try to make her straight now?
Yeah, can we call her up?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Let's see.
She's in Iceland right now.
Perfect.
That's a lesbian place to be. She's probably putting the fish up her.
That is the most ridiculous thing to say.
They go fishing a lot in Iceland.
A fan sister.
Yeah.
How could you look yourself in the mirror knowing that you say that a fan sister puts fish over pussy in Iceland?
Well, she heard the cod are running this time of year, and she got bored of the regular dildos. So, okay. Yeah, let me do this.
If I think something's wrong, I never call her. So.
Perfect.
What time is it in Iceland right now?
It's probably not that. It's probably a good time.
It's probably just a little later. It's probably like 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a little late.
She's sleeping? Maybe.
With a fish.
Upper pussy. Come on.
Or she's eating box. She's probably eating box.
She could be eating box. It's very possible. Damn it.
Please leave your message for...
Hang up. Oh, okay.
Hey, Hope. This is Danny Mullen, YouTuber, 35 years old, in the top income bracket for people my age. But that's beside the point.
Wow.
Listen, I'm in great shape. I'm sorry. I get nervous when I speak to a beautiful woman like you. I'm in great shape, and I have kind of long hair. You could say I have a feminine cast to my face. I usually shave, a little scruff right now. When you meet me, though, that scruff will be gone. And I'm buddies with your brother Noah. And I specialize in a couple of things. Making people chuckle on YouTube and bringing lesbians back to the pogo stick. So, hey, hit me up on Instagram, Danny Mullen. Let's go out for fish. I know a really good seafood restaurant. Bye, baby. Can't bring myself to hang up on you. The connection's that strong. I'll do whatever it takes. What airport do you have over there? I'll fly in. Not to conquer the island of Iceland like the Trump administration had designs on doing at the beginning. I'm flying out there to conquer you, baby. I'm going to pull that fish out of you and put in something a hell of a lot more satisfying. Bye.
No, I thought it was very, generic until that last part. And then, the fish thing. She could be a little confused, don't you think?
I want her to listen to the podcast, fill in the blanks. No, yeah.
You do seem a lot more confident, Danny. What's been happening lately?
What's been happening?
It might just be the Zin I put in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not the attention. It's not the attention you've been getting from the opposite sex.
Well, it's really the attention I got from the Latinos when we found that Mexican flag on the side of the road at the protest, Leo. And also, by the way, lesbians, we love lesbians. But in my experience, lesbians, they are much more easily swayed back to heterosexuality than gay people. I mean, gay guys, once they go gay, that is a process, dude.
You ever seen a pussy by itself? It's not for me.
Yeah. Being a gay guy, that is, you got it. When you come out of the closet as a gay guy, you have to understand your father might murder you in your sleep. And that's not a risk they take lightly.
No, or wants to murder you,
Yeah.
At the very least, it's 90% chance that your father wants to murder you in your sleep.
Going gay, it's a commitment. It's like, have you seen those body modification guys who look like lizards and they get their tongue split and their whole body's covered in tattoos? If that's what going gay is, becoming a lesbian is just like putting on a t-shirt. Any day you want, you can take it off and go back to your former life. You don't have to wear the lesbian t-shirt anymore.
I think this is it's an educated take on lesbians.
Isn't that your experience true, though?
It is. It is 100%. And I still do fantasize about a very butch lesbian giving me a hand job and not loving it in my car.
Butch lesbians are hot. I like butch lesbians.
They're so sexy.
Yeah.
If they're like a sexy butch lesbian, like a nice little bod or something. Oh, dude. Showstopper.
I famously in New York once hooked up with a him.
Yeah, that was a butch lesbian.
With a shaved head.
Yeah.
Well, technically it was a guy. I don't know if technically. According to some people's social constructs, it was a guy.
If we were super Democrat, if we were libs, yes.
Supposedly she
Danny
had
had
a
sex
male
with a man.
brain or whatever.
What's up?
Supposedly she had a male brain.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A male brain gave me brain.
Hell yeah.
Brain.
Did she blow you like she went to a good school?
It was one of the best blowjobs I've ever gotten.
So yes.
So that's one of the reasons I love lesbians.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. So what I'm saying is I wish your sister the best, Noah. And seriously,
Thank you.
don't shoot me down. Don't be a little hater over there, Noah, okay? Don't be a little hater over on that couch.
I'm not hating.
I don't like that you gave her the Instagram. So now she can go behind her brother's back. And
Yeah.
Just DM you.
Or she can report me to Instagram. Like the women at the show, we'll keep talking about the riot and the flags. But I did, I got up on stage at the Haha last Friday and I did 15 minutes on how I was a member of ISIS because a member of the audience brought an ISIS flag to the show and I wore it like a cape on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 Israeli women complained to the club owner and walked out and caused a giant commotion.
Yeah, they think they're really losing it. They're still angry. But
Are they? How do you know?
Oh yeah. Well, Yelp. But
Oh,
yeah. It's okay. So I put the boys are fixing it right now. There's people commenting on the Yelp and
great.
fixing it. So this is good.
wow.
Yeah, our boys.
Can we pull up that Yelp? We got to see the Yelp.
Oh, let's go to the
Already
Yelp. There
on
it is. It's already up. Let's
Guys,
see. What are the
Go
most
leave
recent
the Haha
comments?
Comedy Club, our home club.
Yeah.
Great review. Give it 5 stars.
5 stars, guys. Please. So what do we got here?
This dump is in open forum for hate speech and anti-Semitism.
There it
I've
is.
never been offended by comedy, but I definitely felt afraid of a hate crime and violence erupting in front of me,
I see.
egged on by the comic on stage. The fact the owner
Who
supports
was
the
that comic?
actions
I don't know.
of a performer who incites hostility and anti-Semitism in the audience speaks volumes about their values. No one should have to feel in danger when they're out to be entertained. It's bad enough this place has fallen off hard over the years, but to put support
not
behind
true.
unfunny people using hate speech for shock value is disgusting.
That's not true. They got Danny and Leo on Fridays, baby, and we putting in 120 in that place.
This
it ain't going nowhere.
by Rachel H on Yelp. This place glorifies anti-Semitism and allows the comics to spread hate speech. The owner did nothing to apologize for the actions taken inside her comedy club. This place breeds racism, sexism, and anti-Semitism. Stay far away.
This is gonna make more people come to our show. I
There's
think.
there's 2 more that I see.
Dude?
Wendy P.
So, our fans are already coming back.
Yeah,
though.
we gotta get it back.
I think this is a good one right here. Oh, is this today or no?
Yeah,
no?
so do not go here. They allow anti-Semitism, hate speech. Stay far away from this place. It was so bad that even the comedian who made the sick joke walked off stage embarrassed.
No, I walked off proud. And there we go. They allow YouTube agitators on stage glorifying the atrocities of October 7th.
Oh wow, dude.
And when confronted, we confronted the owner, she defended it. The owner is a Jew hater.
Wow.
So
Untrue. Please comment.
What I
the
did
opposite.
is, it's insane that these women have zero ability to detect irony.
Yeah.
Because I was up there as a member of ISIS, and all the material I was doing was really just insanely Islamophobic.
Yeah.
I was just trying to make everybody pray toward Mecca and then threatening to cut anybody's head off who didn't do it.
Yeah.
I was telling women I was going to stone them to death. It was
Ruman put it-
obviously
dude,
ironic.
Ruman put it in a way. He's like, they must be retarded because he talks shit about Islam for like 20 minutes. Up there.
So
And then it's still.
So since that show, you did have some negative comment or reviews, but most people are giving it 5 stars. I don't know if these people that you know, because it's Leo's name
Hopefully,
up here.
yeah. It should
My
be
guy
some people
Leo.
from recently.
The House of Comedians are so good here. Weekday shows are surprisingly killer too. To bring your friends here.
Is that today?
I mean, honestly, dude, the ratio is that better reviews than bad.
We'll get them back. We'll get them back.
Yeah, we'll get it. Everybody go leave a positive review.
Go leave a
say
positive
that
review.
Say that what happened on that night was performance art, Andy Kaufman-esque performance art.
Yeah.
And I was ironically portraying an ISIS member to expose people's latent Islamophobia and anti-Semitism.
Write
Say
that
that's
down.
what I was doing.
So get the record straight. Since that day, you had 4 or 5 bad 1-star reviews and then 9 5-star reviews.
Let's go, the boys.
That's the boys.
Yeah,
That's the boys.
That's the
One time
boys.
someone towed my car when I was like parked at my parking, like where I was supposed to park for my apartments.
Yeah.
And
Unfortunate.
I was so heated because they charged me like $675
Oh.
for like a day and a half.
Yeah.
Oh.
And yeah, I left the review saying like the guy behind the counter, like described the guy behind the counter. I was like, this guy was messaging my 12-year-old daughter.
Nice, dude. That's the way to hit him.
And I basically like called him a pedophile, but I'm sure no one reads the reviews for.
I know they're gonna read that. Dude.
Yeah,
tow lots anyway.
Especially, if somebody's in my parking spot at my apartment complex and I need a tow truck driver, like if he's a pedophile, it's probably better. Like I want a guy who's a complete sociopath and a criminal because it takes nerves of steel to tow vehicles.
Oh yeah,
I kind of want a tow truck driver who's a pedophile.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if that makes any sense. Let's talk more about the riot. Let's get back to that.
Yeah, let's get back to the riot.
I'm putting this dip back in. Oh,
these riots in Los Angeles. Yeah, you can't handle a six Zin is powerful. You got to really be a man.
What are you saying about yourself? What are you saying about me?
I'm saying that you haven't gone through third puberty. I think third puberty is when you can handle nicotine. Yeah, that's I could smoke cigars with like Vladimir Putin, Elon Musk, and Trump, and honestly, they're not going to be in the same room right now. But I could smoke a cigar with them and feel fine.
Yeah,
you not yet.
No,
not yet.
No, but maybe I'd get really wacky from the nicotine high, and I would say something that made Vladimir Putin chuckle.
Oh, and then we have like a spot, dude. Then we just do arenas in Russia, and he mandates people go.
Yeah, with special envoys to Moscow.
Oh, yeah.
And we go, dude, I will sell out so quickly. I will be pro-Putin.
Oh, me too.
I will be silent on any of his assassinations or any of his disappearings.
He kills a journalist.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. Did you see that guy's article in the sports section? It stunk.
God doesn't know how to write.
I don't even know if they play sports in Russia.
Who was it that put a cigar in a girl's pussy?
Oh, that's Bill Clinton. Dude. That's my king.
How could you remember the act but not the name?
The true king of the United States, I'd say. Billy Clinton.
Oh, Billy Clinton. So the riots. This is why the Latinos love me, Leo. Because you found that Mexican flag on the side of the road. I picked it up. And I ran in front of the barricade that was receiving heavy fire.
Listen, I felt like it was like Gladiator when he was like, win the crowd and you will win your freedom.
Yeah.
And when you did that, bro, you won the crowd, dog.
I had earplugs in because of all the concussion grenades.
You missed one of the greatest, applause, I don't know what to call it, an applause break. I don't know. You missed something big.
Yeah.
It was rousing. An ovation. You missed something big.
It was pretty gnarly. So what happened was there was a barricade line that the police were just constantly shooting rubber bullets at. And all the Antifa/ICE protesters, mostly it was like Antifa guys. I didn't see too many Latinos up in the front lines. It was mostly the usual suspects. But they were getting just held down with police fire. And I, holding the Mexican flag on a flagpole, just said, fuck it. We need to do something wild at this riot. And I charged in front of the barricade, and even through my gas mask and my earplugs, I vaguely heard the cheering, and it sounded loud, Leo.
Listen, I think if you did a little digging, you're probably on the front page of a couple newspapers.
That photo, I said, if somebody took a photo of it, it should win a Pulitzer Prize.
Yeah.
It should win a Pulitzer Prize. We got it on video. I haven't reviewed the footage yet. Atalia, I'm a hero to the Mexicans.
Yes, and he did that for the Mexicans.
Yeah,
and a little bit for the YouTube, a little bit, but mostly for the Mexicans.
It is did you see the story I posted of you and me dodging the rubber bullets, dude?
Wild,
insane. It looks like the Civil War. Just musket pops out the front of these riot shotguns.
Dude. I got a lot of sympathy. Hot girls hit me up like, "Are you okay? Oh my, that's so dangerous."
Tim Dillon watched that story, dude.
Really?
Yeah, Tim Dillon's got to respect us being in the front of the fucking riot. Tim liked that.
Oh, Tim's pumped.
He was pumped, dude. So, no, we're heroes. What else happened? I mean, we're going to try to get this video out on Friday. We're trying to rush it out.
Hell yeah.
We want to, a lot of people, the content is beside the point. A lot of people these days just throw up an unedited video just at a significant event just to try to catch the tentpole of news relevance. And it works. They do great. The Danny Mullen channel, you guys know, we're more about curated edits, telling a story. So we're going to spend a little bit more time with it. That said, it is going to come out earlier than usual.
So I don't know if you've seen this, Danny, but there is a Craigslist post that basically is going all over the internet right now. Tim Dillon talked about it. Patrick Bet-David talked about it, but it's looking for the toughest badasses in the city. Seeking extremely tough, brave men for new crew on building.
So far, check. Yeah.
Compensation $6,500 to $12,000 a week. We are
Nice.
forming a select team of the toughest dudes in the area. This unit will be activated only when the situation demands it, but you get paid every week no matter what. Basically, it's obviously the whole thing is that it's trying to recruit tough men. This went viral, saying that this was like, people trying to start stuff. But do you know Logan Quiroz?
I don't know who he is.
You do, dude. He's that handsome guy.
The comedian?
Yeah.
Oh,
buff
yeah.
guy.
Yeah,
That's
I know
his
it is.
post. It went viral.
Dude, it's a prank, dude. They did it, and it went super viral, man. They killed it.
Did it go viral because people think they're recruiting to the anti-ice or the pro-ice side?
Anti-ice.
Anti-ice.
So people think that they're trying to put together a band of renegades to fight the police.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we looked like those guys. I made Leo wear football pads to the protest. He looked like one of
And
those
then you were
dudes.
telling everybody I was the line charger.
The line
which is-
buster. Yeah.
The line buster. That is not what I wanted to do at the event.
I really wanted Leo to rush the cavalry. All the officers on horseback. I think Leo could have taken him. If you just dropped your shoulder and went right into the horse's chest, dude.
What's up, guys? Wanted to take a break from the pod for a second to tell you about hymns. Okay. Number one thing, my buddy, very good friend of mine. You guys know him if you follow the channel. He's on hymns, and it changed his life in about 6 months. He was thinking about a trip to Turkey, but no more. All right. So imagine 3 to 6 months from now, what do you look like? Right? Do you want more hair? That's where hymns comes in. Now listen, guys. Hims provides you with convenient access to a range of hair loss treatments that work all from the comfort of your couch. That's probably the best thing. You never have to go. There's no doctor's visits. You just do it from the comfort of your couch. There's no insurance needed, guys. All right? It's one low price. It covers everything from treatments to ongoing care. You just answer a few questions, and a medical provider will determine if treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your treatment is sent directly to you for free. Now, my buddy's on it. There's a lot of science behind it. You can look it up yourself. It's legit. It's basically the only thing that works that's oral. You guys need this in your life before you make any drastic changes. You go out somewhere. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/LDS. That's hims.com/LDS for your personalized hair loss treatment options. Now, guys, hims.com/LDS. Results vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See websites for full details and important safety information. Guys, there's a lot of people in my life that are using Hims right now. I recommend it for you. If you're seeing some thinning up there, it's not the end of the line. Go for it. You know what? I've seen a lot of FBI most wanted list guys. Just from one of these riots, you throw a rock or you charge a cop, you're on a list. The FBI most wanted list. It's probably the fastest way to get on the list. So I didn't do it because of that. Is that a good reason? Or what do you think?
Well, you don't qualify for Logan's job listing. That's
you're
for
right.
Sure. You're not a tough guy.
Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah, you're not a.
I'm not. I'll say it right now. I'm not.
I'm a lion and you are a seagull. Those are our spirit animals, my
Danny,
friend.
I love you.
What animal are you, Noah? I think Noah is a gray wolf.
Okay, that's
I'm
very
a lion,
brave. What am
and
I?
You are a seabird.
A seabird?
You're a scavenger.
I have a good set of skills, don't I?
You eat trash that people leave on the beach.
But I fly real high up, and I'm an apex predator.
Seagulls are apex predators?
Yeah, they are. Who kills them? Who kills them? Who kills a seagull?
Maybe like a small shark that...
That's really difficult for them to capture. That's like, come on.
What if they breach? What if the seagull's chilling and he's bobbing on the waves about 100 yards out?
And then
just jawses that motherfucker.
Hey, they have good reflexes. It's going to be still tough for them. But yeah, I mean, I played a video game once, and yeah, you could eat seagulls. You were a big shark, and you could eat seagulls.
Seagulls, to be an apex predator, don't you have to eat something bigger than worms?
So Leo is right. Yes, in certain species of the gulls, like the great black-back gull, they're considered an apex predator.
See, thank you for calling me an apex predator.
I'm probably a praying mantis.
There we go.
That's good. A religious fellow. That's in these days. Leo,
Thank you for that.
Your spirit animal is a caterpillar. You're a caterpillar. One of the brown ones, too. Not a brilliant green
round.
one.
It's sort of, people would call it fat.
Yeah, you're a brown, fat caterpillar.
Wow. Do I ever morph into a butterfly?
Nope. You just take all day to do the most rudimentary of tasks, like crawl down a stem.
The way I look at it is if you did something, then the day wasn't wasted. So you're right.
Even crawling down a leaf?
even crawling down a leaf, because now I'm at the bottom, and there might be food down there.
You know what I am?
What are you?
I'm a tarantula,
Oh,
and I'm gonna be on. I'm looking for caterpillars.
you would love to be Summer Rae's tarantula. She has one. Wouldn't you love to be that
The
tarantula?
love of your life as a tarantula.
Yeah, she puts it on her face sometimes. One time I saw it on her titties.
Did you masturbate to that photo?
No. Yes.
That's bestiality. You masturbated
No,
to.
I didn't.
Yeah, you
I
masturbated to
imagined it was
bestiality.
something else.
And I'm a sicko because I jerk off to a throw up video every now and then.
Yeah, I imagined it was something else, but yes.
Yeah, I looked up that Amber Alina
God
video.
damn it. You got another one? Stop DMing me, telling me that you masturbated to the Amber Alina video. I don't care. I don't care.
He
DM
needs to
Danny
know.
about it.
So everybody, you guys got homework. Leave a
God.
5-star review for the Haha Comedy Club.
Yes.
And then DM Leo and tell him about how you jerked off to the Amber Alina throw up video.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I'm only doing this for the haha, but if you DM me proof of both of them, I'll give you a shout out on my story. I will answer your DMs.
Noah, do you like the jerk off or the throw up video?
I actually didn't like.
Thank you.
I thought I would be into it because,
Thank
like,
God.
personally, I feel like I'm like a sick fuck in like the porn world, but
Yeah.
nah, I don't know. It was just like the chunks or whatever.
I
I
feel like
couldn't
he's,
get over the vomiting.
he's
part.
only saying that because he's on camera. If we talk to him off camera, what's up, dude?
Mads. We got another
Mads.
fan. Fuck it. Sit down, Mads.
Yeah. Grab the handheld mic. You're good. No.
We'll switch it. Well, yeah, dude, I brought alcohol as well.
He's a male
That's so
model,
nice,
Leo.
dude. You don't drink
He's
for
got to keep
why?
his skin good. He's got to keep his skin
looks good,
fucking
dude.
healthy.
He looks good.
How old are you, Mads? He's 28. He looks great. Huh?
Wow, you do look great. But you know, wait, do you not drink?
Drink a lot.
He used to drink a lot.
I just
28.
did like, what's up? What's your name?
Noah.
Noah?
A couple
No,
of fans
nice to
on
meet
the
you, bro.
couch. That's the way
Mads.
we like it,
Mads.
dude.
Yeah.
By the way, these guys do seem like they get pussy. I don't know 100%. I think they do. They do.
Yeah.
Not boatloads, but
Not boatloads, but you're getting there.
Mads,
you know.
have you jerked off to the Amber Alina throw up video?
no.
Thank
Is
God.
that's the one you talk about? Yeah.
Yes.
No, can we watch it?
No.
Well, that's why
Please,
we got
no.
last week's video deleted off the podcast channel.
Yeah.
That was why.
Yeah.
Porn,
Porn. Yeah.
right? Was that it? Was that what they said?
Yeah, that was the audio from the porn. That's my
Okay.
bad.
No, we
That's my
deserved a
bad.
little warning for our. We've been going. We're degenerates on this podcast.
Yeah.
And we deserved a warning.
Yeah.
There's been dicks flying everywhere recently. It's been ridiculous.
It's been a little ridiculous. But we got Matisse here, you know? We got fucking Matisse.
Mads, you're leaving. Mads is a fan of the channel. I have the same boots. Holy shit. That's
Actually, I
barefoot boots.
I got these because I saw you wearing them, and
Dude,
then
what
I
do you
looked
think
into
about
it.
You're
Dude,
influencer,
They're
Leo.
great.
They're
Yeah, he's-
amazing,
yeah.
right?
They're great. Yeah,
You-
I just like these are the only shoes I brought with me over to Europe, and I like solo traveled for like a month just in these. Perfect.
No problem. Yeah,
Yeah,
no
you don't
foot
need anything
pain,
else.
nothing else. Yeah,
Yeah.
you literally could do sprints in those things.
I did get denied from a day club in Miami because I was
Really?
wearing these. Yeah,
Dude, I got denied from fucking Bar Elise in Hollywood for wearing them too. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Are you sure they just don't know about like your history?
I think they just think that I was going to fucking monopolize the pussy in there. And they were like, dude, can't let that guy in. It'll cause too much of a fucking riff.
Hmm.
I love that place because every time I go there, I get a girl makes out with me. Okay. So let me in. All right. But I haven't gotten in there at least like the last 4 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is your Dorsia.
I didn't even know that
American
they
Psycho.
didn't let people in there.
Mads, we got to, yeah, fuck you, Mads. You get in every time?
I've never had trouble there. Yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
Bro, the only places I've ever had trouble is like 2 places in Miami and then some, Berlin a little bit, but
Mhm.
not really.
Yeah,
Dude, I love
Berlin,
the
the
boots.
sex clubs, they're very exclusive. So, Mads, it sounds like you went on a solo pussy mission
Basically,
into
yeah.
the old world.
Yeah, basically.
That's good. There's a guy at my gym who just got divorced who's telling me he's going to Japan on a solo pussy mission.
Wow.
Tell me about it. How did it go?
It went really well. It started off really, really well.
How many pelts did you snag?
Like 4 3/4.
That's not bad. 3/4 blowjob or something?
Yeah, no, well, I mean,
Was
I
there
don't know if I should
insertion?
incriminate myself. 4 insertions.
4 insertions is pretty good.
Okay, so I went to the trip started off really good. Like the flight there, really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
does that mean?
You'd be impressed. Here,
You hit on a
I'll
chick who was
actually,
sitting
I
down.
just gotta.
Dude, we
I
gotta-
don't really want to brag, but like
No,
I
you
kind
gotta
of
brag on
have
this
to brag about
podcast.
this. Like I
Okay.
have to brag about
Brag
this.
on this podcast.
Yeah, unfortunately, this podcast has turned into a den of just pussy bragging.
Is
Yeah.
that's what this is now?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty much half
It's
the
okay to
show.
pussy brag on the old pod because it inspires others. And if you want to be a playa hater, you're not on our team. You're not on our. Damn, dude. On the way there, you met this chick. You had sex.
I'm
with
sitting
this
on a
chick?
phone.
Mads, you had sex with this chick,
Let me see this.
dude. Dan,
Let me
you're
see
gonna be
this
you're gonna be
pride.
mad. You're gonna be angry.
All right.
Mads, you had sex with this chick.
Yeah, on the plane.
No
on the
way.
plane?
Yeah.
Sounds
gonna
like
be
you're hitting me with
very-
an OnlyFans girl story right
You're gonna
now.
be very angry, dude. Oh,
I
How the
gotta
fuck
hear
did
how
you
you
do
had
it on
sex
the plane?
I-
Oh,
Honestly, dude, it's all aura.
You're gonna be angry. I could see it happening though. So,
Yeah.
dude, in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Damn,
Wow.
what a fucking.
She's definitely attractive. Did you guys get hammered?
Yeah. As soon as so we were like running late to the flight, right?
Oh.
I flew Norse, and Norse is like, I guess it's like the Spirit Airlines of international travel.
That's what I would go.
So
to,
so
yeah.
they have like completely, the check-in is completely separate to the terminal. So you check in, you do security, and then you have to take a bus to the terminal. So like we're waiting to get on the bus, and I see this chick with massive tits like walk around the corner, and she's basically, I can see that she's convincing the security guard to let her cut the line of like 100 people.
Oh.
And I'm like talking to there's some like gay dude hitting on me that saying like, oh, I'm like a Hollywood producer, actually. I think you'd be great for
course.
just that.
But you get a lot of
He's
that.
flying on the
Oh, yeah.
European Spirit Airlines, and he's claiming to be a Hollywood producer.
Yeah, he's like, where are you going to Germany? I'm going to Germany. Are you German? And I'm like, no, like, and I'm like, hey, look, this girl's about to try to cut the line. And he's like, no, you think? I'm like, yeah, look at her. Of course she is. Look at this. This guy was like 25. So she cuts the line. We're on the bus. We're getting shuttled, and just like the entire time, we were just like kind of making eye contact with each other. Like I catch her eyes, like, oh, we're smiling. We end up getting on the plane, and she's like dropping shit in the terminal. She's like kind of rushing, like I'm helping her pick her shit up. And then they're like, oh, where are you sitting? I'm like, oh, I'm in like 36, whatever. She's like, oh, I'm 33. I'm like, oh, we're close. She's like, oh, not close enough. And she goes, I actually bought the whole row, or I bought like the 2 seats in the row so that I could have space. You should sit next to me. So I sat next to her, and as soon as we sit down, she like pulls out a big Ziploc bag full of Jack Daniel's shooters.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
This
Yeah,
is like heaven sent.
This girl, I'm going to describe her a little bit. She's a little LA bimbo-y, but sexy. I'm not
Very
hating
hot.
on that look.
Great
Yeah.
body.
I would think twice before starting a family with a girl of this ilk,
Yeah.
but for a sexual encounter at 35,000,
As good as it could possibly get.
as good as it could possibly get.
yeah. I don't know if it'll.
So you're
I mean,
shooting Jack, you
hopefully it'll
start
get
making
better,
out
though.
with her, you put your hand down her pants, you start fingering her pussy.
No, so the girl, it was like me, her in the middle, and then some British chick we're flying to London, so some British chick, a bit heavier, but she was super cool. She was like some like musician or something. She's like, oh, I do 3 months in 3 months in LA and then 3 months in London. And anyway, they start hitting it off, and then I'm sitting there, and like we all start hitting it off, and then at one point we're like all like feeling her fake tits. And she's like, and like both of us are like feeling her tits. I think that this girl probably took a sleeping pill or something.
Okay.
The
Because-
British girl?
No, the
The
model chick.
Okay.
Or
Be careful what you
whatever
say
she
now,
is.
because this could be non-consensual if she was passed out.
No. Well, so the flight takes off, and as soon as we take off, she literally just like completely passes out.
Oh shit.
Like she probably took a half a Xan, for
Yeah.
sure. 12 hours till we land type shit.
Uh-huh.
But so she passes out, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to sleep. So we all kind of pass out, and then like 5 hours later, I think we wake up, and then me and her start like talking again, and I turn and look at her, and then we just start making out, and then she
Damn.
goes, we should go to the bathroom, and I'm like, okay.
Oh my
So
god.
and this is the second time I've ever had sex on an airplane. So
second time?
It's
Yeah.
a lot. Him and I have been double jerked off on an airplane.
On an airplane. That's
Never had
right.
sex.
dude.
no
Yeah.
way,
That's
no
right.
way.
No one skiing.
No.
Yeah,
we
dude,
told the
girl went
story.
skiing. Yeah, we told the story on the pod. Yeah.
But
Shit, I
wow,
missed
so
that.
did you raw dog?
Respect.
Did
Thank
you
you,
dog
buddy.
her out in the bathroom?
Yeah. I was like, listen, like we have to do the one in the middle. So like on these international flights, it's like 3 big rows of seats, right? There's 4 bathrooms, 2 in the center and then 2 on the sides. The ones on the sides are a little smaller, so you have to go in the middle one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, like wait till this person like leaves. When they come out of the bathroom, we'll go in there, and like you go in first. I'll come in a minute later. I'll knock. You open the door. So yeah,
Was she like bent over the toilet? Because I feel like you can't go like.
Yeah, how
I bent her over the
it's really
sink.
narrow.
the sink.
Oh,
The sink was pretty
You're
big.
a real gentleman.
Yeah. Bent her
Yeah,
over the
That was
sink.
nice.
Yeah,
That's good.
great tits, pierced nipples.
Damn.
Oh.
And then when I finished, she said, "You did good."
Where'd you come?
Ow.
Where did you come,
on
man?
on the floor.
You
Hell
came on the
yeah.
bathroom. No respect for Norse Airlines.
No, no.
Fuck Norse Airlines.
Yeah. Hey,
You came
cheap
back?
flight though. That was a cheap flight.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, $450 round trip.
And it sounds like you got your money's worth.
Sure did.
I
You
wonder.
sure did.
Would you feel confident when you went back to your seat because you just got laid? Did you start kind of fat shaming the English girl? Like,
Yeah,
hey,
so like
hey,
we
Big Ben, huh? You know,
No, she was stoked for us.
fucking-
She was like, "Damn, I can't believe y'all just did that." She's like, and then as soon as we sat down, this chick like starts ordering bottles of champagne.
the English girl.
No, the girl I fucked.
Did you say to the English girl, if you didn't weigh as much as a 747, maybe I would have fucked you too?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Didn't even cross my mind. But now that I think about it, yeah, that would have even been more legendary.
Yeah, that'd have been
Yeah.
good. If you just came back and you just turned into a cocksucker and just
Oh.
all of her kindness. Let's move on. So that's great. And then
Yeah.
you got to Europe, you just kept crushing puss when you were over there too, huh?
Yeah, I went out there for a music festival actually. So
It's a good place to crush puss.
Yeah.
Would you agree, Noah?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
From Hawaii.
Oh, from
Yeah,
Hawaii.
I'm from Oahu.
Oahu. I know
Yeah.
my grandmother was born on Oahu.
Sick.
You guys should be friends.
Yeah, we could be friends.
Maybe
What,
we
what
could.
are you into? What are your hobbies?
Shit, I like shooting guns. I'm into archery. Frick. I'm into bodybuilding.
Yeah, you guys could.
Yeah, we could be friends.
You could be
Yeah.
friends.
The
yeah.
bodybuilding thing, and I assume Noah doesn't hate vagina.
Yeah, no.
I
I think this is a perfect time to bring in our star guest today, Amanda Fugatti. Fugatti? It's
Get it
very
right.
Italian.
Get the Italian name right, Leo.
It's very Italian. Is it? Is it
Noah, do
really?
you mind scooting over to let
Oh.
our friend Shovel Girl, as she's colloquially known as.
Wait. Yeah. Shovel Girl is Miranda Fugatti.
Yes, Miranda.
Sorry about that.
Leo,
Fugate.
I know you
Nice.
as Shovel Girl. Which a
people
lot of
do.
people on the internet do.
Yeah.
And your OnlyFans, is it Shovel Girl as well?
No, it's Curly Cutie.
All right, Curly Cutie.
Curly Cutie 73.
Okay, but
No.
Shovel Girl is what it's about.
I want to hear
Yeah.
about the shovel incident. I think everybody
Okay.
does, because I don't know
Okay.
anything about it.
Yeah, I have no
You've
idea.
seen it?
No, I don't.
Everybody's
no
seen
idea.
this. Here,
We've all seen the
go to
Amber Lena
Miranda
throw up
Fugatti
video, but
on Instagram,
Yeah,
Jesse.
it's Miranda.Fugate.
All right, cool.
So what happened with the shovel?
Well, I got hit with it. You know what I mean?
Who hit you with the shovel?
This
A
girl
grave
named
digger?
Emily.
Huh?
No, this girl named Emily. I was 14. I stole her boyfriend,
Okay.
and so she hit
Oh.
me with a shovel for it. Yeah.
Holy shit! You
Wait,
wore
yeah.
that thing.
See?
Oh.
Oh,
I cannot believe that's you. That's wild.
was that a girl that hit you?
Yeah, she threw it like an Olympic star. Man,
Look at
she
that.
threw the hell out
Oh.
of that shovel.
Did you lose consciousness?
No, I didn't. The hospital was very, very like shocked. They said a grown man would have been knocked out cold.
Not
I-
me.
It
No,
looks
you-
like you got hit by a
No.
grown man.
Wait. Why did
She
you
looks
wink
like a man,
after
kinda.
saying that? Wait,
No,
I want her
Miranda,
to
did you
know-
see that? Do
I
people do people ever hit on you through this video? Like,
yeah, I get those comments all the time, like, "Oh, I'd hit you with a shovel," or
Whoa.
like, they said, yeah, all the time.
wait a second.
I'd
do you-
bury you
Yeah,
in semen.
they come up with some creative stuff. They're my favorite lines. I would
I
say.
don't know why I'm looking at you.
I don't know why you're looking at me, dude.
Yeah.
Wait a
fuck,
second,
that's- I'm
Danny. Are
sorry.
you? Why were you immediately just attracted to Miranda? Is it because she did get hit with a shovel?
I just want her to know that I'm a guy who wore a couple rubber bullets this weekend at the riot, and
Yeah.
a shovel ain't nothing to me, girl. And
I
I knew-
love riding. I thought about going to that.
You
while I
should-
was
you should go
here. I
with a
wanted
shovel.
to.
With a shovel.
I should. I
You
should
should.
put on the whole fit.
Yeah.
I should.
You and I should
Yeah.
both show up with shovels,
Yeah.
and we'll be the toughest people at the riot, and we
Yeah.
can use our shovels
Yeah.
to dig a trench from which we repel the LAPD.
Okay. Yeah. I'm down.
And then maybe we can kiss if you like me once we get into the show, you know, into the trench.
I'll put it on OnlyFans for sure.
The kiss?
Yeah.
Make
Wow.
out with Danny
Yeah.
Mullen on
Are you
OnlyFans.
sure
With the
it's
shovels
okay
and
with their
everything?
TOS? They might not let us do that.
Yeah.
A kiss on OnlyFans? Sorry. Leah, I lost
when
myself.
you just fucking wore the shovel, did you think it was like a low moment in your life? But did you ever think that it was going to propel you to some internet fame?
I mean, no. Like when it first happened, I thought I was just gonna go like locally famous, you know what I mean? And I was gonna get made fun of like in my neighborhood or something, you know?
Were you?
I mean, I guess kind of. You know, I went to jail for a year after that. I've like 3 days later, I went to jail for a year. So
Why?
it went. I was on drug court, like felony drug court for like juveniles at the time. So I got a probation violation and a felony assault charge.
What drug were you on?
What drug was I on?
Yeah.
I smoked weed and did any drug you would hand to me. I've been sober now for 5 years.
Okay, but you were
Congratulations.
doing a little
Thank
bit
you.
of blow, maybe a slight amount of methamphetamine at the time.
I mean, that was anything you throw at me. Honestly,
And
I've
is-
tried every single drug at least one
or
time.
the drugs.
Yeah, I've tried everything.
Crack?
Yes.
Those
Which
are the
one's
only
your
two I've never
favorite?
done.
Which
you've
one's
tried
my
them all, yeah.
favorite? Speed. I would say any form of speed was my drug of choice.
And
Like
that's
Adderall.
what it gave her the courage to fuck her friend's boyfriend.
Well, we didn't. I mean, this dude did not have sex, so he was a virgin. Like after that, we like talked for a long time, and I tried to have sex with him. I swear this is true. I tried to have sex with him. We were both around the same age, and he cried. He like
Oh.
actually cried before the
Pussy.
During
situation.
sex?
No, like before it happened, he like cried. He's like, "I'm not ready. Like I'm not
What a
ready,
pussy.
Katie. Don't touch me."
You
Like
know what I would have done if you showed up at my doorstep when I was 14 and you were on a head full of speed and you were holding a shovel?
what would you have done?
I would have submitted to you, my lady, whatever you wanted.
As most people should. Madam Shovel over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Could you picture me as a 14-year-old? Would you
Okay.
have fucked me when you were high on speed?
That's a good question. I mean, when you're high on speed, it's more like, who would you not fuck? You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
wow.
I agree.
That's just like how that's
That
how
means
speed
she would
works.
do
you
it.
know
All right,
what I mean?
well,
High
yeah,
five.
that does mean she would do it. Now, if there
Yeah.
was a really, really shredded black man that was in the NFL and it was between him and Danny Mullen, and you were high on speed, who would you choose?
That's such a good question. Do I have to choose?
Isn't that good of a
Do I have
question?
to make a choice?
Is it really that kind of a question?
Good question, Danny. It's
This
I'm gonna
wasn't something
ponder
that
on
was
that one.
posed in a philosophy debate. Or would you rather fuck me or a black guy when you're on meth? Is a great question.
Yeah, it was a guy that he's in the NFL
Different one.
and he's shredded. He's in the NFL and he's
I
shredded.
got a
though.
question. So I've heard when people do meth, they like.
Wait. She's got to answer the question,
oh, yeah.
Noah.
And then we can ask that question. But yes, Miranda Fugate.
At the time, I was probably struggling, so I probably would have picked the dude that was in the NFL because he had the most money. You know what I mean?
This
That's
guy
how you
invests.
think when you're on drugs. That's all I'm saying.
We all know who's got the bigger dick, though.
Yeah,
The guy in the NFL.
for sure, for sure. That's also why I chose him as well.
Fuck. All right. Well,
I'm
maybe
sorry.
me and Shovel Girl aren't meant to be. You take your crack, Leo.
I'm sorry I'm sorry I did that. It was just I think it was one of those questions you want to ask early.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's true. I mean, I was about to sink 20, 30, 100 hours
Yeah.
into betting Shovel Girl.
100%.
And now I can back off because I know
Yeah.
if she ever encounters an athlete, she's going to cheat on me with the athlete.
yeah, one DM, you're done.
Yeah.
It's not just Shovel Girl. It's probably most of the girls you would meet. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They all just
I'm
fuck
sorry.
athletes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just messing with you.
But now we got to find the nice ones, man.
Yeah.
We got to go out there
We
and
gotta
find the good
nice
ones.
They're out there.
Yeah, I thought you
I
were one
believe
of
it.
them, Shovel Girl.
Me?
I thought you were
Did you
one of
not
the good ones.
see me get hit with a shovel like 14?
Yeah, but that
So-
doesn't...
And you thought I was a nice girl?
Was that the start of your villain arc?
Right. I've had so many villain arc starts. It's hard to say.
What is your type though? If you had to draw it out, like what kind of guys do you like to date?
Like in the past, like have I dated?
Mhm.
Like piece of shit, skatered kids. You know what I mean? No future.
That's Danny Mullen, dude.
That's Danny Mullen,
That is
but-
that literally. But
If a third string linebacker from the Chargers shows up, it's over. A third stringer? You know, they're only making good money for a year or two, and they're blowing that on cars. So,
That's true.
say,
Some of them do smart stuff with it, I guess.
your
I don't
face
watch
is killing
sports.
me right now. Like it
I'm
was,
just-
you went from ecstatic, very vibrant, to just a little.
Leo, I'm going to communicate with you, and you communicate to Shovel Girl
All right.
because I'm done. Tell her that she should see my brokerage account because I got a way of sniffing out winners.
What he's saying is that he's got that NFL type money and shit,
Oh, okay.
and
okay.
like he can take care of you and stuff.
Oh,
so,
nice. Nice.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not on drugs anymore, so I'm not as worried about money. You know what I mean? But
What are you worried about now?
I go to school.
Where do you go?
Oh, I went to school. I'm a college graduate. I can help you study.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'm getting a bachelor's right now for social work.
That's very nice.
That's very not profitable, though, so you will need money after all.
I have an associate's in psychology and I plan on getting a master's in psychology. I want to be a therapist.
nice.
Surprisingly, right?
What do you think
Why'd
about
you have
this?
to think about that? You said
I
What do you think
I-
about Mads? He's a male model. and he is known for being very nice to animals
and having a lot of sex on airplanes too. Shovel Girl.
He did have sex on an airplane.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's cool that you're nice to animals. That's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like animals.
He is.
I like
Unless
cats.
there's an animal between him and having sex on an airplane, in which case he'll throw that thing out the fucking emergency door. He would take Matisse, this cute little dog that's running around. He would football throw it. He would go straight Aaron Rodgers and huck it into a fucking plane turbine.
Oh my god!
If it meant he could get sucked.
He's like
over the
stepping
Atlantic,
back and just really putting his whole body into it.
6-step drop, spiraling that thing into the plane engine.
My
For a
God.
really good blowjob, like a really good blowjob.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But not if
Sorry.
it was a cat.
Not if it's a cat.
Nah.
What kind of stuff do you put on the OnlyFans?
Right now it's just solo content. It's good though. I think it's really good. I use a lot of different things to have fun. I'm
You ever
looking to
use
collaborate
shovels?
though.
I know. I just knew you were going to ask that.
am going to, yeah.
Wow.
I'm trying to work that out. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not that.
It
So
has
you put a
to be-
condom over the head of the shovel and you fucking stick it up your.
So you have it worked out in your head already. I see.
Yeah.
You already put it together.
No, Danny, stop. Be a goddamn director. You're creative. Give her a good scene where she needs to put a shovel
Yeah.
up her pussy. Come on.
Yeah.
Fade in.
Fade,
Interior. Tool
Right.
shed.
Tool shed.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Why were you there?
Shovel
Why?
girl puts some Vaseline on the handle of a flathead shovel and sticks the handle up her pussy. Fade out credits.
That's it.
That's
Fade
it.
out credits. Bam. That would be a scene. I've been thinking about it. Yeah, I have. I want to collaborate soon. So I've been thinking about collaborating with somebody.
Why don't you? Why don't
Yeah,
you?
Why don't you put
And
the
she's
Oh,
got to be
like,
very
what kind of
anti-ice
collaboration?
because
Like, you're
they're
gonna
deporting all the
collaborate with Home
gardeners
Depot or
right now.
something?
That would be
Those are the
that-
guys with shovels.
No, I mean on OnlyFans,
Okay,
like,
okay.
on
Now this
Have
is a
fun.
little bit
I
more
don't
of a
know.
plot. What if it's a Mexican guy? I'm down to play the character. I could be a Mexican guy. I'm in your backyard and I'm like mowing the grass and I'm like, Señora, you know I am getting a lot of messages. They're gonna send me back to Mexico. I've always wanted to do something to you, shovel girl. And then I put the
And then I'll be
handle-
like, hey, let me see your documentation.
Oh, you wanna play-
Immigration and Custom Enforcement. And you'll be like, I got that quickly.
And I go, I look at you and I go, give me 2 minutes.
Yeah. I have to go get my papers.
Yeah.
But instead, he goes and he gets his shovel.
A shovel, right. That's a classic.
You
And
guys are
then
giving me good ideas here.
And
That's
then
a good
we
idea.
and then we double team her because I'm like, hey, if there's one guy I can't stand to see get shipped over to the other side of the border, it's you.
Right. I mean, yeah, the scene does have to probably end in like a double team.
Yeah.
To really make it a classic.
To make it make sense. You know what I
to make
mean?
it make sense. Yeah.
Make
Would you
it
get
make
double
sense.
penetrated by a fake ICE agent and a shovel?
You know what? That's such a good question. That's also a really good
Thank you.
question. I
Okay,
appreciate
that's
that
good.
question.
That's good.
I don't know. Maybe how much would I? It depends on how much I would prospectively make for the situation. I think money changes everything.
I
Right?
think
Yeah, I agree.
legitimately with it, I think a lot of guys on the channel are gonna want to see that video.
Yeah.
I think all
yeah.
our fans
Yeah.
are
That'd
gonna
be
want to
nice.
see that one.
I
Oh,
think
cute.
I think you easily can pull in $5,000 off that video. I don't know how
Easy.
large your following is. Is she pretty big?
I mean, she's a
It goes up
good
and down
phone.
since
Yeah.
like 2014.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I mean, that's the fact that you're still making money off it's great. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
$5,000 we could pull you in if you put a shovel up yourself.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
think so?
Mhm.
Yeah. Which I would debatably put a shovel up myself for $5,000.
What's like
Maybe.
the strangest request
$5,000 seems
you've
pretty
gotten
doable.
on your OnlyFans if you do request?
Stranger's request.
Pair of garden shears.
yeah.
So off brand. So
Oh my
off
God.
brand.
That'd be insane. I don't know. I think the stranger's request always is like playing with your own poop and stuff like that. That'll forever be like the
That's
stranger's
strange.
request.
I mean,
I think so. I think it is, in my opinion. I know it's like a big thing and people really like it. I'm not hating on them for that. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No kink
but
shaming.
yeah, no
Mhm.
kink shaming here. That's really cool. But
when they say play with your own poop,
they mean it.
do they
Yeah.
like, they set up toy soldiers and the soldiers have to fight the
Like
poop
they want you
monster?
to like. I don't even like. I've had some. Yeah. Like they just really want you to go all out on it.
They want you to shit in
Farting
your
videos.
hands
I
and
don't mind.
clap.
Like that's like as long as my face doesn't have to be in it. That does not bother me either. I swear
Yeah.
to God,
You do fart videos sometimes?
my face isn't in it. I mean,
Do you just
How
make
do
the
you do
sound
that?
effect, or do you actually
no.
fart?
No, I actually
What's like
do.
what's
Oh,
like the
wow.
meal prep for that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
broccoli.
I just what I always. I mean, I don't eat the best, anyways. You know what I mean? I
Oh,
eat
so you're
out.
gonna
I eat
fart.
out all day.
That'll
Like
make
what?
What do you
though?
eat?
Yeah.
What do you eat?
So does Mads when he's in Europe. But what do you eat?
I live in Ohio, so I eat a lot of like I don't know. I eat a lot of
That's not
Chipotle,
really an
Chick-fil-A.
excuse. I mean, I respect it, but
I mean,
So like
there's
Raising
nothing,
Cane's,
there's nothing
like
good
what?
there.
Like fried chicken?
I fucking love fried chicken.
Hmm.
Seriously,
Ooh.
I eat a lot of fried chicken. You don't like fried chicken?
No, I do.
Oh.
I mean, I don't eat it a lot, but like Cane's. Oh my god.
Yeah, that is
Cane's is
terrible
good.
for
Yeah,
you.
they're opening up a Cane's at like the City Walk.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fire.
damn.
Dangerous.
So, Mads, would you let her shovel girl fart on your face?
I'm not really into that.
Oh,
Well, you
come
would do,
on,
but
dude.
I
would you?
let like
If she offered
on,
you
bro.
a hand job.
a hand job.
Yeah. With a lot of
But first, she's gotta
dirty
fart in your
talk.
face. First,
Shovel talk.
First, she's got to
Shovel
go through
talk.
the Carl's Jr. drive-through twice, and then she's gonna fart in your face and jerk you
If
off.
it's like if it's the Wendy's drive-through
Yeah.
and then In and Out, I get to pick the In and Out order
Yeah.
and a blowjob.
Okay.
This is the confidence of a guy who just went on a European solo pussy tour,
Yeah.
and it went well.
Dude, I went to Berlin. Like,
Oh, dude.
I would have just flown home after I fucked the girl on the airplane, dude.
Dude,
I'll save some money.
Yeah, you've been thinking about moving to Austin, Danny. How about Lisbon, Portugal?
oh,
Mhm.
I haven't been to Portugal.
Lisbon,
yet.
yeah, there's some hotties out there. I've
And
heard.
it's very cheap.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Okay, well, it's also
on the-
Lisbon,
it's on the West
Portugal.
Coast.
It's also
too,
Lisbon,
so.
Portugal, with only the hottest women in the world. What's wrong with you?
Well, I mean,
we could
it's
go.
true.
We could go do like riots in France and Paris,
Yeah.
or riots in Rome.
There are a lot of
of riots.
They are raising the tax on the cigarettes.
Right.
One penny. We must go to the streets and burn Parliament down.
Dude, me and you gonna be there, dude. That's
There you
all
go,
I'm saying.
Danny. Portugal.
Look at that, buddy.
Oh,
my
shit.
God.
She's
no
all
way.
right, huh?
Yeah, I would
Oh.
masturbate in her presence.
That's it.
I would too.
Yeah.
I'd
Damn, that's
masturbate
hot.
on her presence.
Here's the thing, though. Is you
I
go to
would
fucking
too.
Damn,
Portugal,
she's so
and it's
hot.
just, everybody. Here's the thing: we could be economic kings because over there's no opportunity.
Mhm.
Basically, in all of Europe, there's no opportunity and nobody has any money.
Mhm.
But I mean, it's just like, what are you gonna do? You go to the beach, you go to a cafe. The cafes are closed 3 hours a day because everybody's a lazy fuck.
Mhm.
Nobody's working in the summer,
Mhm.
so basically,
Let me paint you a picture, though. We wake up and there's just a hot Portuguese woman cooking us breakfast. You know, we can afford to cook there.
I would say, first of all, Leo,
She's got
when did
huge
you take
tits.
this one hostage? And then I would call the police. That's
Dude,
what I
call
would
the
do.
police,
Yeah.
dude. There's just a woman just cooking us fucking breakfast burritos.
Yeah. I
Oh.
would immediately check her ankles for chains and then check your pockets for the key to the lock because I would assume, Leo, if there's a woman cooking us breakfast, you abducted her.
Oh, yeah?
And that's the bottom line.
I think I'm going to say, dude, that she's only $50 an hour here in Portugal. And it's very affordable.
Well, we'll think about it. We'll talk about it. Moving the channel to Portugal if you want to do that. But I don't think you do. You're afraid to move out of the valley, you fucking puss.
You know what, man? Yeah, dude, I get a lot of emotional abuse from the parents. I gotta be
Yeah.
a good son.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
They're, got serious real quick.
You guys gonna go to
Miranda,
Austin?
how old are your parents? What's your relationship like with your parents, Miranda?
Let's get more serious. My dad's dead, and my mom went to prison when I was a kid, so I grew up with my grandparents.
Okay. How's your relationship with them?
It's good.
They're getting a little up there in age?
Yeah. I grew up between my great grandma and my nana's house. My great grandma's dead now, but my nana's still alive. She's doing good.
What'd your
Nice.
mom do to get in prison, if you don't mind me asking?
Prostitution and drugs.
Mm.
I don't know. That's whatever, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just trying to live her
Oh,
life.
victimless crimes, honestly.
Victimless
Honestly,
crimes.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Mads. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Is she still in prison?
No, she's out now. She's actually been sober for 3 years. So
Have you talked to her?
yeah.
Okay. Have you guys ever thought about doing a mother-daughter OnlyFans?
Oh
scene?
my god, dude. Oh my god.
No,
You got a
not,
double-headed
never crossed my
shovel,
mind.
dude?
Oh, I mean, it would be the greatest work of art ever. I mean, he is. Listen, Danny is an idea man, so he's just throwing some ideas at you.
She
you
has
know?
asked me about making an OnlyFans if she should do it.
Oh,
she
yeah, tell her
has
yes.
asked me, and
Can
I
we,
had,
can we
Can we
call
see
her
a
right
picture
now?
of her?
Can we call her right
I don't
now?
have. I think my phone's over there.
Oh, dude, get
That's
the phone.
very professional. She didn't bring her phone on the show.
I
like
love that. You're so sweet, Miranda.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think you guys you
beautiful.
take the
Oh, thank you so much.
you take the spade end off the shovel, and then you basically just got a piece of wood, and you guys just double-sided dildo that fucker.
I think this is what we do. You call your mom, and I'm gonna butter her up for a second, and I'm gonna be like, listen, you need your OnlyFans. You're
That's fine.
beautiful. I've never seen her, but I'm gonna tell her she's beautiful. And then I'm gonna
Look at
I'm gonna
that.
say this guy has an
That's my
idea for a
sister.
video.
That's your
Yeah.
sister?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it
Older
to you.
sister,
Yeah, I
younger
got this.
sister?
That's my
I got
older
this.
sister.
I'll do it.
Where
Yeah,
do
let's
they
do it.
live? Are they here in LA?
No, they're in Ohio. I live in Ohio.
Oh, okay. Ohio.
You guys
My
live in
sister-
Ohio.
That's my sister and my mom.
Let's
Dude.
give her a call.
Oh, damn.
Give her a
both of
call.
them.
You want me
Yeah,
to call her?
Yeah,
Yeah,
call
let's
your
give the
mom.
mom a
Call your
call.
mom.
Okay.
Thankfully,
Mads, stop flirting with Miranda, all right? Mads, I
yeah,
see
what
you
the
over
fuck,
there.
Mads?
What the hell's wrong with
Haven't
you?
you
You've
gotten
gotten
enough
enough.
pussy
Yeah,
this
thank
month?
you, dude. You've been doing all right.
No, I'm doing all
Leave
right.
some for the rest of us, dude.
Hi, Mom. I'm on this podcast right now, and they wanted to say something to you.
My goodness.
Hi, sweetheart. Oh, well, listen. Hi, beautiful. I'm Leo. I was on The Bachelorette, and I just want to tell you that I heard that you wanted to maybe start an OnlyFans, and I just want to let you know that absolutely the answer is yes. Miranda showed me a couple pictures of you, and I'm like, that's the hottest mother I've ever seen in my life. So please start an OnlyFans. You'll stop a lot of school shootings. Let me tell you. You know, I mean, you're gonna help a lot of kids out there that really need that hot MILF in their
You're gonna
life.
embarrass her. She'd be
So
like, what? No.
Oh, well, thank you. Miranda, I'm going to kill you when you get home.
Oh, we got a video idea.
also, yeah, my buddy, he's creative, and you know, we're talking to Miranda, and she's a superstar. She is very, you know, she's very funny, and she's on our podcast. And my buddy has an idea for a video that he was thinking about doing with you and her, and I just he wants to pitch it to you, if that's cool.
Okay.
All right, here you go, sweetheart.
Fade in. Interior. Home Depot gardening aisle.
No.
You and Miranda take the head off a shovel and you use the wooden stock as a double-ended dildo.
Oh, my God. No.
Fade out.
No.
Credits.
No.
Do it. I'm an auteur. I'm an artistic genius. This is what you got to do.
I can tell.
I can tell.
If you want to live life on Easy Street, you got to put the other end of the shovel up yourself.
No. That's okay. I'll work instead. I don't want Easy Street.
She works
Okay.
at Waffle House.
I respect that. Thank you so much.
I love you.
No, she loves. We love you as well. We're so sorry about that. My buddy, he has like Tourette's,
It's okay.
and
It's
he
okay.
is
It's okay.
out of his mind. I was gonna ask though, the last name, is it Italian or like? She told me she's like Latino, but she doesn't know really.
It's Sicilian.
Sicilian. You
It is
are
Sicilian.
Italian. Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
it's Sicilian.
Yeah, I would love to have dinner with you sometime if that's something you're interested in. Honestly. So,
Oh, that would be wonderful. Wonderful.
all right, that sounds really good.
Wonderful.
I'll
Are
see
you
you
kissing
soon.
my
then.
mom out?
Wanna say one more thing?
Yeah. Stop. Oh, you're gonna say something.
Fade in. Interior. Waffle House. A 6'6" black man is there and he says, "Hey, bitch, bring me chicken and waffle." And you bring it to him, and then he's like, "Now, give me my last helping. That pussy." We need to punch up the dialogue. It's crude right now.
My last helping.
Oh
That
my
pussy?
God. Miranda, have fun. I love you, honey.
I love you, Mom.
Bye, darling.
Dude. Dude, we gotta hang up on mom. That was fucking crazy.
Wow.
Thank you, Miranda. That was unbelievably funny. Oh my god. That pussy.
Yeah, he wants that pussy with his chicken and waffles.
It's probably not the worst thing my mom's
Give me
heard
my
being in
last
prison so
helping.
much, so that's okay.
Give me my last helping.
Give me one more helping of that putty. Of that putty, bitch.
Anyway, Miranda. Well, that's good. Your mom seems really supportive. That's important, right?
Yeah, she's nice. She's really like laid back and easygoing. So,
What do you like to do for fun?
build Legos,
Nice.
read books.
Nice. What books do you read?
Gardening for dummies.
I'm
That's one of
a
them.
little tipsy right now, so I'm probably laughing more than I should, but that was funny.
That's one of them.
No, what do you read?
I read a lot of like manga books. I read psychological horror books. I read a lot of Stephen King.
Wow. What's your favorite Stephen King book?
Probably called The Skeleton Key. It's a bunch of short stories put together. It's really good.
Oh. Have you heard of this?
No, I've read The Stand and The Shining. Those are my only two Stephen King novels I've taken down.
Nice. I don't think I've ever read either one of those.
I watched
saw The Shining.
Shawshank Redemption, and it's based on a Stephen King book. So.
Yeah. Did you know that the prison that they filmed that at is in Ohio?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I go to a heavy metal concert there every year.
Oh, wow.
Really nice.
Ohio has some personalities, man. You know, a lot of people I meet from Ohio are pretty wild.
Yeah.
What
it's
is that?
crazy. I don't know. The Ohio lore, it's a very occult state. There's nothing to do there. Everybody just gets
I mean,
in
look,
trouble.
we've traveled a lot, Danny, and what do you think? What do you think about Ohio?
I thought Cleveland, granted we went in January, which is, not a great time to visit Cleveland, but it was a beautiful city. There weren't a lot of bums to deal with because, they would freeze to death if they were out at that time.
Yeah.
And, it looked nice. It had like an old Midwesty feel, like classic old buildings. The stadium for the Browns was right in the middle of downtown, which is probably a negative thing because the Browns suck so much ass. You probably want that thing as far away from civilization as possible.
Yeah. They had Baker at that time.
Yeah, Baker. What do you think about old Gayfield, Baker Mayfield?
I don't know who that is.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, he's the man.
He went to my high school.
He's the man,
Really?
bro.
Yeah.
that guy.
Lake Travis.
Dude, he won
Austin.
me over early because I said something ridiculous one time about Baker Mayfield dancing because he dances, and I was like, that's how you control, I said black people. That was stupid of me to say, but he does dance very well, and it's for a white guy, and I've seen him in circles where he just he relocates black dudes because he hitting these moves, and I would always respect a white guy that can dance like that because, it's kind of crazy. What do you think about a white man that can dance really well, kind of like a black guy? How do you feel about that, Miranda?
I think that a white man that can dance very well is very attractive.
See that? Dance, Danny. Let it go. Let it go. Shake it, bro.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
damn.
I
Really
see
let
it.
loose.
I see the moves.
Let loose, dog. Hell
He's
yeah.
loose.
Okay. You
Hell
never played
yeah.
Just Dance as a kid, I can tell.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, so I was playing with girls' private parts.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, well, now, okay, so you don't have the dancing to attract her, but what about you were playing with girls' private parts? So why don't you show her how you fingered girls back in the day?
Yeah.
Get 2 fingers. Oh, shit. And the speed with the 2 fingers. Probably,
Nice.
maybe hitting the G spot.
Nice.
Maybe
Just like you're keeping the finger straight the whole time.
You gotta,
Dude, that's
you gotta
it.
do some movement.
You're not
right there.
moving them at all?
you're
What
not-
are you doing with these fingers? Why
Okay,
are
now
you
straight.
Spider-Man in it? What are you?
Now
That's what you
straight.
do.
Now straight.
I use these fingers.
Oh, really? You use these fingers.
Now you're playing with her butthole, Danny. The pussy and the butthole.
Oh, shit. Now it's crazy.
fair
Now it's
enough.
crazy.
Now you're double holing it.
I
Double
use
hole.
these
Shit.
fingers. I like these better.
Can we show this on YouTube? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Can we?
Yeah,
So
for
basically, it was the talk of the school.
I could see that. I could see it being the talk of the school.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
They called me old 2 digits.
Oh, 2 digits.
That's all I needed.
The first time I fingered a girl was actually in preschool.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah,
How old were you?
He was 18.
I think I was. I don't know. This is like
That's why he
8
lost
months
his
ago or
assistant
something.
teaching
Nah, I'm
degree.
just kidding.
And this was 8 months ago. He just said that. Was
I was like 4. But
He was
yeah.
like 4 and in preschool. You were in preschool
Yeah.
when it happened.
Yeah,
That's
we just like
interesting.
go
So-
into this little slide thing.
Oh shit!
It was like we did it like at recess. Like it wasn't like a one-time thing. Like,
Should have been supervision in that fucking slide.
yeah, I just remember like
It's like a friends with benefits.
just like a
thing.
curious thing. I'd be like touching her clit and I'd just be like,
yeah.
And she seemed to like it. That's
Do you still
fucked up.
talk to this girl? Do you
We-
know her? Do you know where she is?
yeah, we were actually friends.
Oh, yeah, dude. We
Well,
were in preschool, though.
we
You
don't
got
talk,
to look
like,
out for that
often,
pre-cum, you know?
Look out for the pre-cum in preschool.
Yeah, the pre-cum in preschool.
Preschool.
You still get a girl pregnant even when she's in preschool.
Nah, listen. They needed that dude. Don't put your kids in preschool. Probably they might fucking touch each other's private. Don't put your kids
But
in
what if,
preschool.
but Leo, it gives them an
Kids anywhere
educational head
unsupervised,
start.
they'll do
They're not
that.
going to have the tools to succeed, maybe.
I don't know that it was. I don't know that it was bad. I feel like it's. Psychologists probably say it's fairly normal. Normalcy.
I was kissing girls when I was young and like
No, it's
summer
okay.
camps,
No.
like,
It's
you
not
know.
normal to finger a girl in preschool.
I wouldn't say.
I
that.
Maybe in
mean,
Ohio, it is not normal to finger
Well, it sounds
blast
like he
a
was
chick
just
on the
touching the
slide.
top of her
when you're
clit.
4.
No, and I have an associate's degree in psychology, and it is pretty normal for kids to be curious. I think it can also be a sign of like sexual abuse at a young age if they do
There
it
we go.
all the time.
Now
you
we're
know what I
They
mean?
talking.
like to do it.
But yeah, if they do it all the time, like if they're trying to talk everybody into doing it, like, oh, I want to play doctor with every kid and every
Right.
cousin they have come over,
Right.
that might be an issue, but it's very normal.
Do you like
for
she
kids
said
to-
cousin, Danny, or
What's that?
do you like that she mentioned cousins?
I
in
like
there?
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave
yeah?
You
I
like your
gave
cousin?
my cousin, my first cousin actually, when I was 8.
Oh,
I
stop.
gave her
Oh.
the old 2 digits.
Nice.
You're going on record and saying that right now,
Fingered my first cousin when I was 8.
You're pulling a Kanye right now.
dude. You
Loved
are
it.
pulling a Kanye.
Loved it, except she sucked my dick.
Oh,
You suck my
Jesus, dude.
dick. I don't even have a girl cousin. That's
Dude, yeah, exactly.
My first cousin's a skateboarder.
I am
guy.
terrified when you wear glasses on this podcast. 'Cause you start saying shit like that.
Yeah, I
when you
didn't
wear them, I get scared.
Yeah, I don't like you. That's the first rule of Italians: is don't let them see your eyes.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you ejaculated, Danny?
I was jerking off constantly before I could produce ejaculate. And then I remember the first time, I've told the story a couple of times, but yeah, the first time I ever had the sensation of sex is when I just dry humped the dog shit out of my pillow.
Dude, I did that too.
Hell yeah.
I think a lot of people
I fucking got after it. And then I thought masturbation, I would rub my penis on the inside of my wrist to generate friction. Nobody had shown me this.
Yeah.
So
I think every guy starts at that.
It was just like swish, 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 swish on my wrist.
Yeah.
And it would feel so good, Italia. And I'd have the sensation of orgasm, but nothing would come out.
Right.
And then I think dude, I was a late bloomer. It might have been the summer after my freshman year of high school. I was jerking off to a Vin Diesel movie where there was a scene with strippers and just a little.
What, triple X?
Maybe it was triple X.
Yeah.
Just a little, like a little spittle. Just a teeny little spittle came out of my penis, and I was so fucking psyched, Leo.
Oh.
And then me and my buddy Mark Spiegs, who's now gay, and he was gay at the time, but he was hiding it. Him and I had the TV jam to one of those Channel 98 or something where it's all staticky and you can barely make out the photo. But we saw the female form.
Nice.
And we both pulled out our little fucking wee-wees, and we were both jerking off side by side.
Wow.
And
What?
that was my first
That's
proper
classic.
load of jizz in Rancho Marietta, probably in 2005.
Danny was, he was doomed to be a sex pest from the beginning.
I'm a sex pest, shovel girl. I'm a fucking sex pest.
You know, I appreciate a guy that can be honest about masturbating with his friends. I feel like.
Do you feel
Gay
like
friend.
you'd be comfortable like in a sexual scenario with Danny? Would that be like a I don't know, after seeing all his like after seeing the prowess of his fingers, the dancing, you know what I mean?
Would I be comfortable or would I enjoy it?
Would you enjoy it?
Which
Is
one
what
are
I'm
you
saying.
asking?
Yeah. Would I enjoy is probably the question, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
All right,
I think it's always the weird ones that throw it down the best. You know what I mean?
Damn.
I will put that out
I
there.
throw down some dick, Leo.
Oh,
I'm telling
dude.
you.
Leo.
Listen, I'm not going to confirm or deny that Danny has texted me and said something like, I really threw it fucking down last night. Just 10 a.m. in the morning. I'm just getting that day. I'm not going to confirm or deny that that's ever happened. But he says that he does, he does throw it down in the sack.
I'd believe it.
Some people call me Rapunzel because I throw it down.
Okay. She gets her hair cut off, but that's okay.
Well, I'm never going to get my sexual prowess cut off. It's going till I die, baby.
Okay, so look, this is a good teaching moment. We don't have a lot of women on this podcast. You do have an OnlyFans. We're going to shout it out or whatever. What is a good way for a man to like warm you up to, sex? What is foreplay? What is your kind of like, what do you want a guy to do in the sack?
A gardening trowel. Just bring her that as a gift.
Yeah, should they bring kind of gardening tools into the bedroom?
I mean, maybe. That might help. Maybe, that'd be something different. I mean, I'm open-minded. I try anything once. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So I'd be like,
Damn.
fuck it.
Fisting?
Why not? No, maybe not everything once.
Damn,
Maybe
hard no on the fisting, huh?
Whoa, maybe not everything once. You know what I mean? No,
Hard
hard
no
no
on
on the
bluff.
fisting.
Called her bluff.
Called her bluff.
Hard
no
immediately.
on that.
Like
My bad.
immediate call
My
of
bad.
What
bluff.
about Mads,
That's
dude?
my-
You let Mads fist you, right? He's just a good
Look
bloke. Look, he's got a bandana on.
Hell no.
Yeah,
no.
I don't even know.
Hell
I don't want to break your asshole.
Hell no. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But
He's so jaded from his European pussy tour. He's going to bypass the vagina.
I've never fisted
go for the ass.
anybody.
Yeah, we were talking about
No,
the
I've
vagina,
never
man.
fisted anybody.
What the
But
fuck,
but I do love some anal. So
Oh,
I do
wow.
too.
He's
I
a
do
sick
too.
You do too.
I do love anal. Yeah.
Wow. Well, now
I can get a T-shirt that says it. Probably. Yeah, that'd be nice. I
Matt-
wear a lot of funny T-shirts.
How
so I
many,
can think of
are you
one.
in the Century Club? Have you banged over 100 chicks? Just blink if yes. Yeah.
It is, dude. Being, that is sometimes when you're a handsome dude, it can happen, dude.
It can happen.
It can happen.
What about Noah? Where are you on the route to the 100? Can you mind giving him the mic real quick, Shovel Girl? There we go.
Yeah, I guess 23 if you don't count a post-op tranny.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll count that. I'll do you a favor.
You can count
because you're my guest.
I counted
Do you
it.
count
You're
the,
young,
do you
dude.
count
How
the
old are you?
pre-op trannies too?
Nah, I wouldn't count a pre-op tranny. Yeah,
that's a
I'm
man,
25
right?
years old.
Well,
He's 25. That's a good.
I don't
He's
know.
on a good trajectory.
okay, yeah, that's your husband.
You're
material.
25.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Mads is scoffing at you because he's
No.
3 years ahead and 300 bodies beyond.
No.
I don't think 300. No way. No way.
I mean, yeah. Look, it all doesn't matter. I think as long as it's not zero, like our friend Fez.
Yeah. Fez is
good.
trying to get it in.
At some point, you have to try to get it in. Fez is trying to get it in with you.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
next week
Yeah.
we should have you and him on together.
Is he trying to fuck Mads?
Yeah, of course.
Dude, he used to call me a lot. Yeah, he would like FaceTime me. I'd be like shitting. I'd be shitting, and he'd FaceTime me, and I would answer it just to.
He would
humor
love
him.
that.
And I'd be like,
Doofus
I'm like,
calling
listen,
Mads.
bro. Like,
Maz, oh, Maz, you're cheating? Oh, why is your shirt off?
Yeah.
bro, relax, bro. Fez, I already told you, man. Just stop calling me, bro. Like, he'd be like, can you give me a ride from
dude.
Glendale? Where does he live?
Dude, I
Fucking
think,
Valley?
or somewhere in the valley.
If
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
drive an
We did
hour and
pick him up
20
one
minutes
time.
with traffic to take me to the card shop,
We did pick him up from the card shop one time with
course.
Phaedra to come to
The comedy show. yeah.
show. Yes, yeah,
Damn, dude.
yeah.
Fez is, dude. Obviously, this is like Fez's dream guy.
Oh, yeah.
dude, I would say.
Fez, he wishes he were your shit, leaving your asshole. When he FaceTimes you, he wants to be like just the fecal matter moving around in your colon. That's what Fez wants.
I think if we have
That's
Mads
hot.
on the
That's
pod,
spicy.
and he like really is like, listen, Fez, I'm gay, and like I'm down to like be your first and shit. Like I think Fez on the pod would be like, okay, like he might just like agree.
We should just commit wiretap violations and just hidden cam it. And then just post it because what's Fez going to do?
Nothing.
Just have like Mads all oiled up in Brooks's bedroom, just tied up to like either corner of the fucking bed with an apple in his mouth. And we'll just send Fez in there and then we'll just lock him in and we'll film what happens. Please?
It's a lot. It's for your. It's in your room. It's a lot to ask, but
Yeah, I'm not sure.
you click on that link.
I'm not sure if you guys understand like how good the post-op vaginas are getting these.
You
days.
really had sex at the post-op?
I did, yeah.
And you didn't know?
You didn't know.
I had no idea.
You didn't know, bro?
Yeah.
Come on, those shoulders. It's all about the shoulders,
Dude, trust me, I'm not gay or anything, but I was. I would
I
not
agree,
have
he's
fucked
not
her
gay,
I
dude.
knew, but like,
He's not gay.
No, yeah,
yeah, I was
agree.
at a.
I don't think if you hook up with trans girls that you're gay. If you fuck a tranny, dude, some of them are really fucking hot. You know.
So how'd
I
it go
like
down?
and I like fake tits.
Yeah,
so.
this one was
clearly, yeah.
not hot, but
This
Oh,
one was that?
Wait, what?
she was not.
She was not hot.
She wasn't that hot. But,
bro.
So she
I
looked like a
thought-
dude.
I thought it was a female.
You thought it was a female.
thought it
When
was
did,
like-
when did you
looked like
find
a-
out?
How many pints? How many pints?
I was sober. Actually.
No. Like
Wow,
how many?
okay.
Well, to do it
Okay,
again.
all right, Europe. We're gonna measure things in pints,
Yeah,
dude.
what the-
Yeah, bro.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
So wait, you were okay. You were sober. She wasn't that hot, but you thought it was a girl. And then when did
I
you
believe
find
it
out
was
it
a girl.
was? She wasn't.
It was when I like took off the pants or whatever she was wearing, and I tried to like eat her pussy or whatever,
Yeah.
and like I tried to like spread it,
Yeah.
but it was basically like imagine like you pull your dick between your ball sack, you know, like you tuck it in like that.
Yeah.
It looked like that, but like
okay.
it looked like a vagina if you spread it open, but you had to spread it open like very far.
Okay.
But it was like
But
It was
yeah,
close.
it was just like
You just thought it
it
was,
was just
a
like
different
lips
vagina.
that you could like keep spreading and
Uh-huh.
spreading, and I was like, okay, where's the vagina?
So you
at?
knew it was a guy
It's like a
before you put your
magic
cock
trick.
in. Continue.
I was suspect that it was
Yeah.
a man, but
Did
at
it
that
smell
point,
like
I was like,
balls?
I'm trying to come. Like, I have
Yeah,
a full on erection.
Yeah.
there's-
Were you on speed?
Nothing can stop you with a full
You
on
were
erection.
sober.
Dead
You were
sober.
sober. Dead sober.
Not even pepper spray.
Yeah, I guess pussy's my drug now.
So
Mm.
what happened? You fucking
I
threw.
feel
You put a
that.
condom on, right?
Yeah, me too.
I was not wearing.
Get
a
closer to
condom.
the mic.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
were
was
not wearing a
wearing
condom.
No.
And you threw it in that hole, that
So, yeah.
doctor made hole.
Yeah.
It's right on top of it. Here.
I knew something was off when she was like, because at first I was like so horny. I was just like, yeah, let me just come over and eat your pussy. And she was like, when I pulled out my dick to like fuck her, she was like, I thought you were just gonna like eat me. And then yeah, basically I was like, let's fuck.
So you raped her? No,
yeah.
that was cut that. That was too far.
Yeah, I got that.
All right, so you actually put it in though.
I did put it in, and it was like uncomfortable because there was just like prickly hair, and it was just like extremely dry. So I was trying to fuck like whatever kind of hole that was for like a little while, and I was just like, what's up with your vagina or whatever? Like, it's not working. And yeah, basically I was just like, can you just like suck me or whatever? And I just had it suck me on her bed.
And then at one point did she confess that
she never
it is not the proper term.
She never confessed. Like, I had her suck my dick for like 30 minutes, and then I nutted in her mouth, and she spit it in the trash can. And
rude.
Girls love it when
Right?
it takes you 30 minutes to come from a blowjob. By the way,
dude.
Yeah, that's their favorite, right?
I kept a half hour of labor, dude.
Dude, that's crazy. It
Well,
must have
I
been a
drove,
really
like-
bad blowjob. It took you 30 minutes to come.
no, I kept on making her like edge me because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make this last. I drove half an hour here.
Oh
It
my
sounds like you
God.
were on like coke or something.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
Wow.
sober.
So
Yeah.
you made her edge you, and then you just suspect to this day that it was trans.
I believe it was
so you don't actually know.
You don't actually know.
it's not confirmed, but like the breasts were like man tits of a man. Like there was no like, you know how like guys' nipples look different than females.
Sure.
It looked like like man breasts.
Everyone's different.
Yeah.
All nipples are different.
All right. Well, I mean, were you hammered?
I was dead sober.
So-
Wow, dude. Wow, dude.
So yeah, after I nutted, like
Hey, dude.
it all set in for me. I was like, oh no, did I just fuck a man? Like,
Dude, listen.
Do you have a picture?
Still
Do you have a
counts as
photo? Do you have
body,
her
dude.
Instagram?
Still,
Thank
still
you.
counts as a body. You're good, dude.
yeah.
Fuck it, dude.
I count prostitutes.
Oh yeah.
I count Yeah, I got probably like 4 prostitutes on my permanent record.
How do
Where's
you
the
feel?
best place to do a prostitute?
We've talked about it at
Oh, have
length.
you? We don't have to talk.
In
about
the
it.
Western Hemisphere, as far as I know of, it's well, as far in California, it's Tijuana. It's go to Hong
yeah?
Kong, dude.
Oh, okay, bet.
I can't say the
I've been
Western
there.
Hemisphere. Canada's
I've
probably
been
got some
there?
fire
I've been there
whorehouses.
a couple times. Yeah,
You've been there a couple times?
twice. Yeah.
He's a shady bastard.
He's a shady fuck, dude.
Well,
You
one
wanna
time
come with
I
me and
went.
Danny
One,
next time, dude.
I'm
Next
at-
time we go.
We got to take a
absolutely, I
caravan
would love
down,
to do
dude.
that, bro.
Yeah,
We
he's
gotta
in it.
get look.
I'm gonna say Mads is
Everybody.
in the caravan.
Yeah, he's in the caravan.
Oh,
the
bro,
caravan.
I'll
No,
go
you can
see
be in the caravan. Noah's from San Diego.
Brandy,
Hell
do you
yeah.
want to come to Hong Kong with us and TJ?
It's a good time. They give you a free beer when you enter.
Yes.
You'd come to the whorehouse in Mexico?
Yes.
I mean, it's a strip club.
It's a
It's not
strip
a
club.
whorehouse.
Yeah. I think you should support
Sex work?
yeah, you should support sex workers, and I would love to support their business. Yeah. hell yeah.
You're not. I mean, technically, I guess because of the OnlyFans, you might be. Is that considered sex work?
Some people consider it. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, we got a caravan going, Danny. We got
Yeah.
Mads, me, you.
Yeah. Maybe
Miranda. Fez is. I think he dies there. I think he's just never. We never.
I think he tries to blow a cartel member that's guarding the place, and the guy just executes him.
I also just want to say, like, she wouldn't let me put her in doggy style, and I think there was like some scars. She was like apprehensive
Yeah.
to me putting her in different positions,
Wow.
and so yeah, after I nutted, I was like, so she lied about her age. First of all,
Oh god.
like she told me she graduated at a year that she didn't, and then I was like, so what school did you go to? And she was like, she listed an all-girls school, and I was like, oh, cool, because I went to school right down the street, and I was like, oh, do you have any pictures of you when you went there? And she was like, no, like, why are you being weird? And I just was like, can I see your ID? And she just would not
Yeah.
give me any information that she was like an actual female.
Yeah, you did your due diligence, but then you didn't take any of the cues and you put your cock in the hole.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to tell you. Like, have you seen a therapist about this?
I haven't spoke with a therapist about it now.
All right. Well, we're going to be your therapist right now. I'm going to tell you right now, buddy. You fucked a tranny, but that's okay. That's completely okay, and it happens to the best.
Happens
of
to
us.
the best of us.
I
As
appreciate
my,
that.
I have an Israeli buddy who right now there's some heat coming from them, but an Israeli buddy once told me, he goes, I had sex with a trans girl in Tel Aviv once, and all my friends saw it happen. And I came back to the hotel after it happened, and they were all like lined up, like, dude, she was a man, And he just looked at everybody and said,
what the fuck do you want me to do about it now? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
dude, it already happened.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You got it, dude.
Thank
Count
you.
that body, bro. You
It's all
need that
good,
body
bro.
on the way
Was
to
that the
Century
last
Club.
chick you hooked up with?
That was not the last one, though.
Listen, Mads will tell you, Leo will tell you,
Yeah.
on the trip to the Century Club, you need every arrow you can round up and put in your quiver, dude.
Absolutely.
It's a battle. It's a fucking
Mhm.
battle, dude. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's, a homeless woman. She comes around the corner, she's hammered drunk. Say, hey, you cute, boy. Put your cock in her pussy.
Yeah, dude.
Put your cock in her
It's worth the
Get
risk.
that. You need the numbers. You get the fucking number up.
Mhm.
My ex had a cousin that I used to call Body Count Boy because he said that his prime goal in life was just to get his body count up as high as he could. That should be your goal until you hit 100, Noah. I don't care. Trans, man, woman, homeless, dog, fish. Put your cock in it and then add it to your note sheet.
Yeah.
Put your fucking.
Do you have a
cock in the
note
thing.
sheet?
I do have a note sheet, yeah.
You got the
Do
you got a
you,
list.
Mads?
You got a list.
I got rid of mine a long time ago.
I thought that it was toxic.
His ex-girlfriend
Yeah,
found it. Saw
exactly.
there was 1,000
Yeah,
names. and
no,
sent
it
to
was
Blake.
It's
sort of
toxic,
something
bro.
like that. Like I was
I've
in
forgotten.
a relationship.
No doubt, though, at my age, like you're 10 years younger. At my age, you do forget about. Sometimes you're like, did I? Oh, I did. Have
Yeah.
some-
Leo
yeah.
would give anything to have a full list of all the women he'd
I've
slept with.
I've thought about like sitting down and like trying to like write it out again, but I'm like,
You'd miss.
I don't even know where to find
I'll
the
know
names.
that
Is
stuff.
it in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
phone? Is it on Instagram? I don't know. I don't know where to find all the names. I gotta go to 3 different apps to find all the
I
names.
still have a running list of every woman I've ever been
You're
with.
a sick
Wow.
fucker.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say.
Miranda, what's a good body count for a guy to have and that you're not turned off by?
Body count does not matter to me.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Well-
Most girls, it doesn't matter at all. It's
Hey.
it's the
Yeah, it only
rake, dude.
matters
The
for
Duke
me,
de
right?
Richelieu, bro. The rake.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
What
Here's-
about you?
Here's how the rake works. Men who have been with a ton of chicks, women would rather risk being with a scumbag who might leave them because the other end of that is being rejected by the scumbag who fucks everything that walks. What does that say about me if the walking scumbag won't put his dick in me? It means I'm so undesirable. That's the psychology with a guy who's just a huge cocksman.
I think at some point a girl has to like kind of make a decision whether to date a guy that has a lot of options or a guy that has 0 options, right? Or like
So
less.
me or you?
No, we both have a lot of options. You cocksucker. You fucking cocksucker. I got MILFs for the next 20 years. You know it. You know it.
Leo crushes box, dude. I kid.
Mads crushes box.
Yeah. Noah crushes tranny box. But
That's
he's
right.
working on it.
That's fucking right, dude.
A comment on that situation. I just feel bad for her. It sounds like you went over there. You promised her head. She didn't even get what she wanted. She didn't get to come.
doesn't have
a
Then
clitoris.
she
She got
gave
head.
you head for 30 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
And you were just an asshole prick the whole time. Where'd you go to school? Can I see a picture? Can I see your ID?
Oh.
This poor girl, dude. I feel so bad for her. I'm so sorry, girl. I hope you're doing good.
That's we needed the pro trans.
I'm the
needed that.
victim in this situation. She lied to me.
That
No,
is
dude.
true.
She's
I
And
thought
especially
about
if she was lying about
firebombing.
age.
He's the victim.
Yeah, what is
Sorry.
that? How old was she?
That's,
How old did she say she was?
I think she said she graduated in high school like 2008 or something.
Graduated
That's
high
that's
school
when I
in
graduated high
2008?
school.
So
That was
it's like
me,
30,
spoiler.
dude, like
So
30.
she
But-
was a bit older than you.
But Miranda, seriously, like if I told you, hey, I'm a movie producer, I got millions of dollars, fucking, I'm not married, I'm single, I love you, baby, and you found out that I worked at O'Reilly Auto Parts and had 3 fucking kids and a wife, you'd be pissed too. And women don't get enough, like chicks lying about their age or lying about not being with a guy, and then you find out you just banged a chick with a boyfriend. Chicks get away with that, but lying to the people you're having sex with is not cool, no matter who you are. Even if you're trans and you're a victim, quote unquote, it's still fucked up.
Nobody ever believes that I actually have a complex with that because a lot of women in my experiences have lied to me about when we're about to sleep together or have slept together, and then I find out they have a boyfriend or they're married, and that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah.
It's really fucked up. But anyway, continue.
Did you just do blow? No?
You can get that at Walgreens.
Looks,
Yeah.
it looked like a vial of cocaine.
I think I have smelling salts I might need right now.
Oh, shit.
Absolutely.
Leo,
everybody wants them now.
There's so much magic in this pouch here.
There is a lot of magic in the pouch.
Ow! All right, one over here. Well, I think we're about ready to wrap the main pod, huh, Jess?
Yeah. Miranda,
125.
where can we find you and our fans?
Instagram at Miranda.Fugate. OnlyFans at CurlyCutie73. Snapchat at CurlyCutie669.
Wow.
That's it.
And let's do. Should we have Miranda rank who she wants to have sex with in the room?
We always do that when there's women here. If you'd like to, you can rank everybody from first to last as to who you would sleep with.
No, last to first. Last to first.
Last to first is.
I feel
good.
like I'm going to be last, which that's good.
No, dude. I just don't like this. That's my ego sometimes. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Last is you. I'm so
Hey.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel
Oh my
bad.
gosh, you treated the trans, Noah.
Yeah, it
You
is.
see, you open up to a girl. You open up to a girl, and she hates you.
No, it's just the way you said it and stuff. I didn't like that. It made me feel uncomfortable.
They,
No.
they have to be very progressive when they're
You have to
OnlyFans
be- you have to be
girls. They have to
progressive.
always be progressive. She'll probably give you her number off camera. Don't you know?
Then probably I don't know. That's so hard. I'm an open-minded girl, but you'd probably be last, then probably you.
I disagree with that choice
Why?
because it's bullshit.
Okay. Then probably you, then you, and then you.
Wow,
Damn.
isn't that nice?
I like my men a little bit older, you know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah.
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 I'm older than her.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
him and I are both older than you,
Yeah.
and I'm good.
I
at the
like him a
shovel.
little bit younger.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna make one last plea, baby. You and I, we can go over to Ace Hardware right now. I will whack you so hard
Oh my God.
in the
I
fucking
never
dome.
got to show you my dance.
You'll be
moves,
seeing
you know?
stars.
That's true. The dance
Yeah.
moves really could change.
I used to
it.
be a go-go dancer.
Did you?
Yeah.
Dude.
All right, Leo.
Mads is making a last
yeah,
push
Leo
to
and
unseat
Mads.
Leo.
We got
dude.
to end this pod with Leo and Mads having a dance off.
On the
Oh, no.
Patreon pod, we will dance for the lady if you tune in. So tune in. We're going over the Patreon.